Good morning everyone, today we're going to be taking advantage of the augmentation aid plus 5%. I'm going to be showing you guys how to gamble with your Mastery 4 capsules. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to show off over here is I have farmed 167 Infernium. However, as we know, we need 200 Infernium in order to get our Fixed Attack level 3 Kouklophis weapon. So I will need to buy 33 Infernium from the event shop. So for those who don't know, the event lady over here actually has a lot of Infernium on sale. She actually sells 200 Infernium total. However, that will cost you 400,000 points, but I don't need that many. I only need 33. Pro tip, by the way, if you're using mouse and keyboard, you don't need to constantly click the plus button. You can use the arrow keys and just hold it down and boom, now you browse through just really quickly. Now if you use controllers, even easier, you just use your analog stick and then boom, you can get whatever amount you want. Something else I wanted to point out was also the hexakite over here. There's a limit of 999, so you can actually buy a butt ton of hexakite over here and it doesn't cost that much, but that is a lot of hexakite, 999, and that's actually the limit for all of the minerals, by the way. So if you do need any minerals over here, a good example would be the trinite. A lot of people tend to run out of trinite very quickly, so being able to get 999 of this material very easily is actually quite a big deal. So you do want to take advantage of this event shop and farm up all of those seasonal points, because remember, after January 11th you won't be able to farm for any more of these New Year seasonal points because we're going to head over to the winter season campaign. But with that being said, we're actually going to buy our 33 Infernium over here, boom, and now I have 200 Infernium, so we're going to head over to the item trader over here. We're going to go to item exchange Stia, and right here Kouklophis Katana and the one with the Fixed Attack 3. Boom, we're going to exchange it. And voila. So now that we have our Kouklophis weapon, we're going to lock that first and we're going to enhance it all the way to plus 50 because there is a 40% great success boost going on right now. So when we go to item enhance over here, we can go to our Kouklophis weapon and we can feed it a bunch of golden prim swords over here since we have a ton of these. And you can see right here that the great success rate is actually 50% because by default it's 10% plus a 40% boost. So that is a 50% chance of getting a great success, which will actually double the amount of enhancement EXP that it gets. So we can see over here, great success immediately boosted it all the way to plus 50. So my Kouklophis weapon's already at plus 50 and boom, I've got 5 augment slots, easy peasy. Now the next thing I want to showcase is how am I going to get this Mastery 4 capsule onto this weapon guaranteed. Keep in mind, I only have one Mastery 4 capsule because Mastery 4 is quite expensive. You know, it's like 1.8 mil, almost 2 mil, somewhere in that range. And I don't want to buy 10 of these capsules because that's a butt ton of money. We're talking about like almost 20 million. That's way too much money to invest into one augment. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be gambling. For those who don't know, there's an item called the Augment item protection. And what this item does is it actually protects your capsule if it fails. So you can see I have one Mastery 4 capsule over here, which is an 8% success rate. However, I will also be using an augmentation success rate plus 20%, so the total chance will be 28%. But on top of that, we have a 5% augmentation aid boost right now, which means we'll actually have a 33% success rate on placing the Mastery 4 onto our Kouklophis Katana. So let me show you how it's done. So you're going to come over to the item lab, you're going to go add augments over here. You're going to select your weapon, so in my case it's the Kouklophis weapon. You're going to put in your one Mastery 4 capsule. And you're going to see over here that the success rate is actually 13% instead of 8% because we do have the augmentation success rate plus 5% over here. So 8 plus 5 equals 13. So we're going to go confirm, and right here we're going to click on our Mastery 4 capsule. It's a 13% success rate. Click start a fixed augment, and right here we're actually going to use our boosters. We're going to use an augmentation success rate plus 20%. Now you could use your augmentation success rate plus 30%. However, since I have an abundance of 20%, I'm just going to gamble at 20% since I have a ton of these augmentation item protections. So once I have all of this set up, you can see I have a 33% success rate of landing this Mastery 4 capsule onto my weapon. However, However, if it fails, don't worry, I will still get my Mastery 4 capsule back because I have the N augmentation item protection. If I did not have this and if I fail, I will lose the Mastery 4 capsule. So without further ado, let us gamble. 33% chance, that's 1/3. Let's see if we get it. Okay, it failed. So you can see over here, we failed to affix the Mastery 4 capsule. So under normal circumstances, I would have lost this Mastery 4 capsule. However, since I used one augmentation item protection, I do not lose the capsule. So what it did consume instead was it consumed the 20% booster as well as one of these item protections. However, even if the augment is successful, I will still lose a booster as well as an item protection. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, we're gonna do round 2. So again, Kouklophis weapon, Mastery 4, confirm. We're gonna put in Mastery 4, start affix augment. We're gonna put another 20% booster, as well as another augmentation item protection. 33% chance, come on, please, please, please. And we failed once more. So now we're gonna try it one more time. So here we go again. This is the third try. Statistically speaking, this should land and this should be a success. So here we go again. And it failed. So we failed 3 times with 33%. So technically that's like 99% chance. So hopefully this is the 4th try and I hope that this lands and this actually sticks. So here we go again. Come on, game, don't troll me. Oh my God. And this is where I go bankrupt because I get really tilted and I just start throwing all of my augmentation item protections as well as augmentation success rates. And I just, yeah, please, please. Stop it, Sega. Stop it. Stop it. Please. Please, Sega. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, if we fail this one, we're going to use a 30%. All right. It can't. Statistically speaking, it should stop failing. This one has to stick. This one has to land. Finish it. Finally. Okay, good. So here we go. You can see the Mastery 4 was affixed successful. So you can see right here that my Kouklophis weapon now has a Mastery 4 capsule on it. However, we're not done yet. So we don't need these anymore because, you know, we can put this away to our storage. However, you know, we did fail like 4 times or 5 times. I lost count, but a lot. We failed a lot, which is very typical for my luck in PSO2, which is why I don't like to gamble augments at all. But getting the Mastery 4 onto the weapon was actually the hard part. Now we're actually going to find all of our other capsules. So I do have an Addy Deathmail Raw, which I'm going to be using. We also have our Gigas capsules. So we have our Gigas Might 4s. We have 10 of those. Then we have our Dustal 4s over here. We're going to take these out. And then we also have our regular Might 4s, I believe. Yep. So over here, we have another 4 capsules, which we're going to be throwing onto our Kouklophis weapon. So you can see right here, when we go to add augments and go Kouklophis weapon, we're going to go 10, 10, 10, and 1. And do confirm. So you can see over here, since the Mastery 4 is already on the weapon, it has a 100% success rate because it's already stuck on the weapon, which is very, very nice because we don't need to gamble that 33% anymore. However, I do want to change the order of how my augments look. So we're going to put the Addy capsule first, then Mastery, then Dustal, then Gigas Might, and then Might 4. So once you've listed all of this out, you can actually see all the percentages over here. So normally Dustal is actually an 80% success rate and Gigas Might 4 is a 70% success rate and Might 4 is an 80% success rate. However, again, because we have the augmentation success rate plus 5%, all of them are boosted by 5%, which is very, very nice because you can actually just use a 20% booster and boom, look at that. Now, we do have a little bit of a gamble on the Gigas Might 4s, so this is a 95% chance. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't want to gamble this and I would use a 30% booster. However, I really feel like it's such a waste. But the Gigas Might 4s, it is 10 capsules. So we're talking about like 3 million Meseta worth of capsules over here. So I actually am a little bit scared because I don't want to lose 3 million. Even though I do have a lot of Meseta, just the thought of losing 3 million because of a stupid 5% chance just scares me. So I will be using a 30% booster just because I'm scared and I don't want to gamble it. So there you go. Everything will be 100%, so there is no RNG involved. So here we go, and it's just going to be a success, obviously, because everything's 100%. Boom. Now, once you're done with all of your augments as well as the enhancements, don't forget about the weapon potential. I always forget about the weapon potential. You need to go to unlock potential over here, go to your Kouklophis weapon, and get all of your potency, damage resistance, and extra potency over here. So make sure that you just unlock all of it until level 4. And voila, instant death unit all the way to level 4, so we get that 19% potency as well as that 5% damage resistance. However, on top of that, we also get an additional 6% potency as well as damage resistance plus 5% towards dull enemies, which is very, very powerful. So this weapon alone is actually going to give us 15.3% melee potency, which is freaking huge. So with our weapon complete, you can see over here that we actually have 77.1% melee potency. Now I know some people are still going to be like, Carol, how's your potency so low? What on earth is going on? And the main reason again is because of my Ephetus Armor Argas over here. I'm still using Dreadkeeper 3s over here. Now if I wanted to boost my melee potency even further, you know, to the 80% or even the 90%, then I'm definitely going to need to look at Gigasmite 4s and replace all of my Dreadkeeper 3s with Gigasmite 4, and that's actually going to give me additional 9% melee potency, which would boost me up to 86% melee potency and still give me a lot of HP and PP. As you can see here, I'm currently at 925 HP and 162 photon power, so this is a very well-rounded build, very, very strong. And if you look at my battle power, I'm currently at 3,334, which I think is reasonably high. So in conclusion, if you have any of these augment item protections, feel free to use them because they can save you a lot of money, mainly like my Mastery 4 capsule. Instead of spending 20 million to get my Mastery 4 onto my weapon, I was able to just use one Mastery 4 capsule with a 20% booster, where normally it would give me a 28% chance. However, since we do have that 5% augmentation aid for the rest of this week, take advantage of that because it boosted up to 33%, and then use your augment item protection. Now, a very important note is if you ever use any of these augment item protections, to do one augment at a time. Do not do multiple augment gambles, because if any of those upgrades fail, it will refund all of your capsules. So let's say, for example, I gambled a Mastery 4 capsule with a Gigasmite 4, and the Mastery 4 capsule was a success, but the Gigasmite 4 failed. What will happen is it will actually refund both the Mastery 4 and the Gigasmite. Even though the Mastery 4 was a success, it won't allow the augment to stick onto the weapon, because when I was augmenting, one of them failed, which is why you want to do one augment at a time if you are using any of these augment item protections. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome?